Hey guys, it's Jess and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a Copycat Chipotle recipe and I'm super excited for it. The barbacoa was the first thing I tried at Chipotle and really liked it. I found a recipe on Pinterest to make it at home, so I thought I'd give it a shot. Also, we have a queso recipe too in this video, which I am super excited to share with you all. So let's get started on cooking. So I've got everything I need for the recipe sitting out. The recipe called for a 4-pound chuck roast. I could not find a 4-pound chuck roast and I really hated to buy two just in case we didn't like it. So the biggest one I found was 2.4. So I got that. It calls for 2 limes, some onions, garlic, olive oil, green chilies, chipotle peppers and adobo sauce, some white wine vinegar, ground cloves, leaf oregano, ground cumin, bay leaves, chili powder, and chicken broth. So we're going to start off by searing this meat in a pan with the olive oil, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I'm going to start off by cubing up our chuck roast. I'm going to trim some of the fat off of it, and I'm probably going to cut this up into about 6 to 8 pieces. I'm going to turn the skillet on medium to high heat. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil in the pan. Not much, but just enough so the meat doesn't stick. I'm going to wait for this to get hot and then add my meat in and sear it for about 3-4 minutes on each side. Okay, so I added all of my meat over back on my little pan that it came in, and I just salt and peppered it. I'll put this side down first and then salt and pepper the other side. Now that our oil is gotten hot, I'm going to go ahead and put this meat seasoned side down in the pan. I'm going to let that cook for about 3 minutes on each side. Okay, so now this is seared 3 minutes on this side. I'm going to flip it and sear it 3 minutes on the other side as well. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put this meat in the crock pot. And I'm actually going to turn these over and let like a few of these larger chunks sear on kind of the odd sides they have. Okay, and then I'm going to add the rest of this in here. Set the timer again for 3 minutes and just let it set. Okay, now I'm going to add in the last few couple of things of meat. I'm going to try to get them pretty even if I can, kind of cover the bottom of the crock pot. So now that I've got all of this in my crock pot, I'm gonna measure out all my ingredients and put them in a bowl to easily put them in here. Okay, so I'm gonna cut our limes in half. I did roll these before, and that just like gets all the juices flowing. But it says it needs the juice of 2 limes. So I'm squeezing this by hand. I don't have a little lemon lime juicer. If I can. Be right back. And if you had like a little lime juicer, lemon juicer, then I feel like you might get more juice out of these than like trying to hand squeeze them. But who knows? I'm gonna try to cut these in fourths. Okay, so that's all of my limes I got squeezed. I do recommend a citrus juicer if you have one. And then it says to smash the garlic. Doesn't say anything about chopping it, so I'm just going to smash it. Okay, and I don't know if anybody else like loves the smell of limes, but I love them. Like I absolutely love the smell of limes freshly squeezed. It just like reminds me of the beach, summer. Okay, so now that I've got everything prepped, all my ingredients set out, I'm gonna start adding everything in. I'm gonna add all of our dried spices first. I've got 3 bay leaves here, a tablespoon of cumin, 2 teaspoons of chili powder, 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves, and 2 teaspoons of dried oregano. I'm just going to sprinkle that all over the top. And then I'm going to add in our 3/4 cup of chicken broth. It says you can use beef broth too. Then I'm going to add in our 5 cloves of garlic. Two juiced limes, and then this is 2 tablespoons of white wine vinegar. 4 ounces of green chilies. And then it says 4 adobo peppers. Okay, I'm gonna give this a good mix to try to get everything kind of incorporated and mixed evenly. I broke one of my bay leaves, so I'm gonna have to remember that so I get both of them out. Okay, got it all pretty good and mixed. And now it says to cook this for, I think it was 6 to 8 hours on low in the crock pot. And a little tip with cooking in the crock pot is I have been told you don't need to open the lid until it's done cooking. It releases the steam and the heat it's been building up, and it doesn't cook properly. So this calls to be cooked for 7 to 8 hours. So I'm going to put the lid on it, cover it, lock one side of it, and leave it alone until it's done. And there we go. Guys, we didn't add the onion. Okay, well, the lid's getting open. Okay, I gotta chop up my onion. I completely forgot about it. Okay, so it says to chop 1 small onion into small pieces. Okay, so now I'm adding the onions in. And then giving it up another stir. Okay, so now we're making queso in my little tiny crock pot. I've got a pound of cheese over here. It's a mix of white American, white sharp cheddar, and pepper jack cheese. I've got about a ½ pound of the white American and then split the other ½ pound within the other two. Got a cup of evaporated milk, and I'm going to do a scoop of these green chilies in here. You can put however many jalapenos you want in it, debating on however hot you want it to be. Okay, so I'm going to add all this cheese into the crock pot with everything and put it on high and cook it for an hour. Okay, now we're going to set this and leave it on high until it gets the consistency we want. Okay, so now the 8 hours of cooking time is up, so I'm going to unlock this and see what our meat looks like. I'm going to kind of shred this up in here. Okay, and it's shredding up super, super easy. I'm just kind of like pushing on it and it's breaking apart. But you want to shred this up really good in your crock pot. And then I'm going to try to fish out my bay leaves. I had 3 in here. Okay, so with our meat tonight, I made some crock pot queso, and I think it's about done. And then we made some taco meat. It's just ground beef with taco seasoning on it. I've got some rice cooking back here. And then I made a pitcher of limeade and some lemonade. Okay, and then over here we made some salsa, some corn salsa, and pico to go on top. And then we've got our lettuce and our shredded cheese and some chips. Are you ready? Is it recording? Okay. Okay, first try after 8 hours of this cooking. It's good. It's kind of spicy. Yeah, it's kind of spicy. I don't know what made it spicy, but maybe the adobo peppers made it spicy. I want to thank you guys so much for spending some time with me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and give this recipe a try. We really liked it and we'll probably make it again really soon. But that's all I've got for today. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video so you don't miss out on any future videos. And I'll see you in the next one.